قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا ذلك عيسى ابن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم.
Hi everybody. Today I like to talk to you about loving Mary and Jesus, and we should not accept or hear anybody who insults them. We only talk to and hear those who love them, because Christianity is love. But is love, when it comes to divinity, love without human sexual feeling, while love between human, it depends. It can be brotherly, sisterly love, no sex, or husband and so forth, wife, and it will be sex involved. The love from divinity, from the creator to us, it doesn't have the human feeling. Like the creator doesn't cry when you are needing mercy. He just gave you mercy without the human feeling, because he is not human. And the Muslim, they say Islam is mercy. So if we have mercy and love, then we are in good shape. I mean, great environment. So those who turn the love into hate, and those who turn mercy into violent, we don't want to know about them, because they are against the principle of divinity and the holy books. I myself like to admit that I love Jesus tremendously, and I follow most of my life collecting as much as I can about him, and Mary, of course. Now, we know that Jesus' own book called Injil is completely lost. It was in Aramaic, and now we have 2 million Aramaic people speaking Aramaic, and unfortunately they never protected the holy book, nor protected Jesus in his time. So what we want to talk about today, what I call it gap analysis, analyze between the references in the two largest religion on earth now. They are close to 2 billion each. But before saying that, I just want to ask you one question. Suppose you and me and all people around us were in the time of Abraham, the great father of the prophets. Are we going to follow him or not? Of course, we'll follow him. How about Moses? If we were in the time of Moses, of course we'll follow him. Not to mention that the 4 Bibles are printed together with the Old Testament, which anyone check will find some kind of contradiction, that from creed point of view, that the Old Testament contradict the New Testament in the creed, in the oneness of the Creator, and in the divinity of Jesus. Okay? And also in the prayer. Up until now, the Jews, they pray bowing, and they pray daily, and so forth. So we have behavior in Christianity where they are focusing now on moving to describe it as lifestyle, not even religion. Some denied the Virgin Mary birth. I'm talking about Christian. Over 30 different sects in America. 3 major sects, each one consider the other one not on the straight path. Catholic, Orthodox, and Protestant. So we have a great crisis, okay? So when you come to stability of faith in the time of Abraham and Moses, and even with the time of Muhammad, things are kind of settled and they don't have any problems we are facing in Christianity. This is fact. So in the time of Moses, only there was like few people worship the golden calf, and this was like a joke and it's finished. It didn't continue that we have Jews today worshiping the golden calf, there's no such thing. Prophet Muhammad came and Mecca full of statues, people worshiping them, and this is gone. So you have unified environment between Moses and Muhammad in terms of one creator, daily prayer, heavily worshipping continuously. Okay, though when you compare the worshipping of Muslims, daily 5 prayers, you don't see anything but communication, devotion only for the creator, while the prayer of the Jew today, they encapsulate into it the land of Jerusalem and going there and hanging there, as if the religion is to do with a location. And even Mecca and Medina as a location, it doesn't constitute anything in the pure divinity. If you are poor, you don't go to Mecca all your life, it's okay. You are not guilty at all. And Mecca is only direction for prayer. They don't pray, worship Mecca or the black stone or the black cubic there building. It's just this direction, this is what they say. So I'm just doing this as an introduction to you. We are going to hear some maybe verses from the Quran itself about Jesus himself, because a lot of people think the Quran is not, or the Muslim not respectful of Jesus. It's not true. Jesus, Moses, and Muhammad are equal great mentors and great prophets and great spiritual leaders and connected with the Creator. This is the point of view of the Muslims. Christian, the church, they try to tell you don't touch this too. I mean, why you printed the Bible with Old Testament? Okay. Then when we come to Jesus himself, we found him, he prayed and prostrated. And he didn't like pork, and we found the Christian now going against this. So let us just move on and see what we have in this document, the gap analyze. First of all, we cannot say I'm daughter of son of Jesus, daughter son of Jesus, touch my heart, this and that, now I'm a good Christian, and there is no really heavy duty spiritual behavior. It's kind of like secularism plus you add this sentence, you love Jesus and he's your father, and it's the end of it. Doesn't work. So this study is very critical. Now starting with the Quran, there is an argument in the Quran, a lot of people don't know about it, which God said to Muhammad, "O Muhammad, tell them, if the merciful, means Allah the Creator, had a son, I would be the first one to worship." This means he doesn't have, because Muhammad didn't worship Jesus, okay? But this is show you how flexible they are, all right? Then their main chapter, that God is one, Allah is one, eternal, he was not begotten, nor was he begotten, and there is none equal to him. While in the Bible, in the Mark, which was the first one written 60 years after Jesus, it was not called Bible during this time. For 150 years, from Jerusalem to France, no church accepted it as a Bible, just written by an anonymous guy, okay? Try to using pen name Mark, which name of a disciple, but this is not written by the disciple, or the disciple Mark himself quoted in it. But there is some truth into it, like this one. Jesus answered, the most important thing is this, talking to children here, O Israel, children of Israel, Israeli. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. In King James, of course, you can see it. So this is two important arguments in the Quran and in the Bible itself, okay, which is written by anonymous. Of course, we should not be accepting anonymous, but since Jesus himself work was lost, okay, then we have kind of a problem. I'm recording in the kitchen, so if you guys are hungry, come and have some food with us. So here is some verses from Quran that the prophets has the messenger Muhammad, he believes in what's sent to him, and as such the believer, he believes in all messenger, all books, and they don't differentiate between any of them. It's nice stuff, you know, and we hear and obey. Ask Lord to forgive and okay, so you can go and read it. So now we have a table of content here, and this is the most critical part I want you to pay attention to. There are 12 principles of faith by Jesus and Moses and the Bible, but the church doesn't focus on them. And there are in Islam and the Quran 12 principles. They are identical, believe in one God. The Christians say God is one, right? The one here doesn't mean mathematic, because 2 is greater than 1 and 1,000 greater than 1. 1 here means unique one. Like a man tell his wife, you are the one lady I love. It doesn't mean mathematic one, means the only lady I love. Otherwise, loving 10 better than 1, because 10 are better than 1 in everything. So then this document at the end talking about 44 points, which are very full of contradiction, including immorality in the Bible. But I'm just focusing on these 12 now, okay? So we have this confusion in the Christianity because Jesus' own book is lost, and James, his brother, and 3 other brothers, 4 brothers and sisters used to worship Allah, the Creator. Then we have after that things written like memoir and notes for 150 years, then it's called Bibles. There were 40, and the Emperor of Rome, he got into it and introducing the Trinity and the sword, and took 4 Bible and burned the rest, and you name it. So we need to find out facts, not assumption, and not to be emotional about it, because Jesus, we love him dearly. He's one of the greatest mentors, and that's it. Okay, so when you go to you read in this document, you will read the major 12 pillars. And remember, Jesus' book is called Angel. Jesus himself name was not known as Jesus in his time because Aramaic doesn't have J. All this came from Greek, Latin, and Greek language, because Paul exported the Christianity and did a lot of changes, and he never met Jesus, nor he was in the disciple of Jesus. And the disciple had problem with him and those who follow them, because he never seen Jesus. Okay, so now what we are trying to do in this document to give you facts, all right? And the Quran was revealed over 23 years, 2-3 verses a day, give and take, 23 years, and is intact, the original. And the words of the Prophet, about 7,500 statements, they are intact, protected by 70,000 transmitter. Okay, so what's happening, we cannot find what Jesus said in a good one volume like Shakespeare, for example. We can't, but we can find for Prophet Muhammad, and all of it respectful of Jesus and Mary, to the extent that the Quran mentions Jesus more than Muhammad itself, and complete chapter about Mary. So the Christian who are not reading the Quran, reading what Prophet Muhammad, they are in deep trouble with themselves. Let me tell you about we have a great problem of confusion about Jesus, because we don't have material, a good book, and even the Dead Sea Scrolls didn't have impact because the church moving with their own agenda, which sometimes is not in keeping with Jesus, like in the birth and circumcision and so forth. So also the Greek philosophy is huge in metaphysics, and the Christian couldn't respond to the philosopher of Latin and Greek. So Imam Ghazali did it from a spiritual point of view. He attacked them in the metaphysics, and the Christian used that, used Ghazali work. Okay, so coming back to, we should not be rejecting Jesus when he said our Lord is one God, one Lord, like unique one. Okay, and try to start in his time. There is nothing called Trinity, all this made up after that, and we don't have any original. Even the Bible itself, the 4 Bibles, it contradict each other, and we have no original of them. Copies made out of copies, all copies are destroyed. So I have 40,000, maybe 400,000 copies of copies, and you have no truth on them, and anybody change a Bible as he wants in his edition, and nobody object. So Jesus, his name is Isa in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic, because all Semitic languages. So even Jesus' name is lost. His book is lost. His wording outside the holy book given to him is lost. So everything is lost. Okay? Then we go back only to different people, different speakers, and we go to the people of divinity now. They say the truth, but in Harvard, Oxford, Yale, but nobody follow them. So from 6 years after Jesus up to 150 almost, you have Ben name, Mark, John, Luke, Ben name, anonymous people. You want to follow anonymous people? Why don't you follow Moses and Muhammad? They are not anonymous, and they have great respect to Jesus. Then you have all these prophets have unified faith, creed. Islam means submission to the Creator. Okay? then we have also 40 memoir, they call them later Bibles, and 325 years after Jesus, everything get into a new religion now, based on Paul only, not on Jesus at all. So the Trinity was added, okay, 1633 after Jesus in the Latin and Greek Bibles, okay? And to extend, also the Talmud and Torah of Moses was changed, okay? Big time. Only the Quran which really intact, and every page having the seal of the Prophet on it. And you have in Syria the whole document. And the third caliph, he reprinted and distributed everything. Open book everywhere. No differences between words or memorization. Everybody memorize it. Kids everywhere. If you read and make a mistake, kids will correct you. Including kids memorize and they don't know the meaning, but they memorize it by heart. In India, Pakistan, in Indonesia, and Malaysia, and so forth. So we should start reading such document and see what happened. Okay, now when it comes to the 12 pillars, you will be amazed that the 12 pillars in Christianity and Islam are the same. It means in writing the critical thing, the pillar of believe in the last day, believe in the angels, believe in one creator, believe in all holy books, believe in all angels, believe in all prophets. Okay, all these are unified, one story. So why we kill all this and focus only on somebody telling you Jesus, Son of God? And God is not human. Adopting metaphoric God is okay. And also in the Bible, many people call God, Abraham, Adam, and so forth. So please go to Allah.com and download the statement, that document. And now let us hear Minshawi reading about Mary.
قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا.
They said to Mary, how we speak to a
قال
child.
إني عبد الله
He spoke. He said, I am the worshipper of Allah.
الكتاب وجعلني نبيا.
Quran describing the birth. She gave birth and he's speaking. Child. He said, I am worshipper of Allah. He made me prophet. He made me blessed wherever I go. He ordered me to pray. Allah ordered me to pray and pay charity all my life and be good to my mother. He didn't make me emperor or misfortune. And peace be upon me the day I was born and the day I died and the day I was resurrected. This is Jesus, Son of Mary, the word of truth about what they dispute.
ما كان لله
is not for God to have a son.
إذا
Exalted is
قضى
He.
أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون.
When He decrees a matter, say be and becomes.
وإن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه.
Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship Him.
هذا صراط مستقيم.
This is a straight path. So now another question. So Mary said, a Quran talking about Mary and the pains of childbirth drove her to be to the trunk of a palm tree. She said, "Oh, I wish I had died before this and I was oblivion, forgotten." But he called her from blue hair. She just was given birth. She just gave birth to him, and he spoke to her. He said, "Don't grieve. Your Lord has provided beneath you with a stream," means stream of knowledge. And shake toward you the trunk of the tree will fall dates upon you, so eat and drink. Blessed. If you see from among humanity anyone, say, "Indeed, I have vowed to the most merciful, abstaining, fasting from talking, so I will not speak today to any human." So this is some reading from the Quran about Jesus, very beautiful and honorable. So if we go if we go to study the 12 principles of faith by Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, you have number 1, testifying that Allah is one and only. And this is the only, get rid of math and focus on unique creator. In another word, if you believe in Allah before He created anything, this is the right faith of the attributes and description, everything, because He created time and time doesn't affect Him. This is the reason He's called the beginning. He's the beginning and the end, means illuminating time. And He created dimension and human, so you cannot, and the dictionary of human, you cannot use all this to describe the creator. If you understand that, your faith will be straight. And there are many verses in the Quran agree with this, and also in the Bible. So God said, I am the Lord. Of course God said that, but Jesus never said, I am God, never said, worship me. Then you have here praying before Allah with prostration. Okay? So believe that the prayer is done in prostration to Allah. Here is Matthew. Okay? Jesus never said worship me. Number 3, alms, charity, obligatory charity. So you have the Bible full of the 12 pillars of faith, which are the same in Islam. So I'm not going to keep it long for you. I just want you, this is enough, half an hour to download this document and read it, please. Thank you very much. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.